Anyway, I'm going. I got to.
Yesterday, a date which will live in infamy.
Don't forget your
The
prayers.
United States of America was suddenly attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of
I
Japan.
joined the Army yesterday. He's going to the war in Pearl Harbor, and I'm going too.
With the unbounding determination
You're going with, huh?
of our people,
That's a horse of a different color, ain't it?
we will gain the inevitable triumph, so help us God.
Where did this story go? And what really happened here? This is a huge story. How did this story die? And if it did die, who buried it?
These lovely girls, and you had the finest of them, greet you, and that's to show you how we feel about you and the kind of a good time that's ahead of you, starting tonight.
If they had any idea of the ramifications and the ripple effect that that had on her, it changed her life, my grandmother's life, mine. I have no idea where her life would have gone had it not been for that night.
Don't you come near me.
She's a tramp. They were the whole vocabulary of bad woman, slut, tart, tramp, everything came up immediately if anybody mentioned she was raped.
First of all, I was stunned. I have read a lot about legal cases over the years. I had never heard of her, and I was actually quite scandalized that, number one, this had happened to her, and number two is that why wasn't anybody talking about it? Why are we sweeping this under the carpet?
I hate secrets.
You can't possibly think I'd be capable of something like this.
Everybody is capable of murder.
So far, there's no trace of a guy named Jack.
Have you seen this boy?
Uncle Jack?
What do you know about serial killers?
They're mostly white males, high IQs, meticulously organized. They plan their attacks down to the finest detail.
Wait, something in his mouth.
If it comes down to it, it's his word against yours. Who are they going to believe? You're a cop. They'll believe you.
What are you afraid of?
It's being found out.
Uncle Jack? Uncle Jack?
I'm not that kind of a cop.
What kind of cop are you?
I still love you, Ramon.
Man, it's hot in here.
What's harder for you? Keeping the cops from finding out you're gay or keeping the gays from finding out you're a cop? It's all hard.
Life in Soleto has always been good. A place to raise families and dream about the future. But for Michael and Diane Sanford, returning home to run the family vineyard could become a living nightmare.
Michael, is that you?
Now, strange and terrible occurrences are beginning to happen.
Family was killed down Highway 1 at Point Reyes. Husband, wife, and 2 kids.
And when the police discover Michael was the only witness to the brutal murders, they ask for his help.
We're asking you to go under hypnosis because all of Sonoma County could benefit. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work.
But when Michael's mind begins to unleash frightening clues about the brutal slayings, he's also forced to confront dark secrets about his past.
Please, Michael, tell me what you see.
It's the face. He looked right in my eyes.
There's no evidence that anyone was there. There's no evidence of a struggle and no motive either.
And when more families are murdered, everyone's a suspect.
I saw Michael drive past our place last night, alone.
They don't think I'm out there slicing up these families. Oh, hell no. They'd send a lynch mob here.
Michael, we should just go away.
You don't know anything about this place. 3 months and you think you've got it all figured out?
Beautiful woman.
Please, hurry.
Looks like he's on his way back to the house.
Are you against me, Diane?
Are you against me? Tell him suspect is armed and dangerous, extremely dangerous.
Do you have any idea what it feels like to have pain with every breath?
Somebody help me!
Michael said something about a tree house in his confession. The sheriff wanted me to come over and check it out for evidence.
Help me!
Michael just never seemed to give much of a damn about anything but himself.
A riveting, non-stop thriller where sometimes the truth is better left buried.
How does it feel to be inside the killing jar?
Starring Brett Cullen of Apollo 13, Tamerlan Tomita of the Joy Luck Club, M. Emmett Walsh of Blade Runner, Wes Studi of Dances with Wolves, Brian James of The Player, and Xander Berkeley of Leaving Las Vegas. The Killing Jar.
There are lots of old hotels in Lancaster Gate.
It sounded nice. It mentioned excellent cuisine.
Here in England.
Mrs. Palfrey checked into the Claremont, hoping to start a new chapter in her life.
I had imagined something quite different.
Welcome to the Claremont.
Could you hold that?
She planned to reconnect with family.
Do you have relatives in London? Yes, I have a grandson. Oh, Lord, it's one of those things. Oh, no.
And make some new friends.
I'm Elvira Arbuthnot. Shirley Burke.
But what she found was an adventure she could never have imagined.
There's more to you than meets the eye, Mrs. Palfrey.
Oh, Lord.
Now, an accident has become an opportunity.
I would be delighted if you would come and have dinner with me one evening.
At the Claremont? That would be very grand.
A stranger has become a friend.
I'm having a guest.
We're finally going to get to meet this mythical grandson.
Splendid.
And two people will discover.
Everybody assumed it was my grandson, Desmond. So, I didn't deny it.
Why don't I be your grandson for the evening?
Oh, would you?
Life is just waiting for you.
Are you ready for our entrance?
By the way, what's my name again?
Oh, dear.
To invite it in.
Welcome to the Claremont, young man. I hope you have a strong stomach.
Is this your grandson?
I'm Desmond.
The resemblance is uncanny.
From the celebrated novel by Elizabeth Taylor.
Bravo!
I'm asking you to marry me.
Academy Award nominee Joan Plowright.
Would you share with me some of the things that matter to you from your life?
I live in here. And here.
And introducing Rupert Friend.
I've never enjoyed myself more with my clothes on.
Mrs. Palfrey at the Claremont.
You have good genes, Mrs. Palfrey.